Hello, everyone. Here I am at the Integratron. That beautiful white dome structure that you see behind me is a structure that was built by Howard Hughes and Mr. George Van Tassel years ago. George Van Tassel was living under the giant rock here, a giant piezoelectric crystal, and he was visited by extraterrestrials. The extraterrestrials gave him the instructions on how to build this building back here. It's called the Integratron. It was never used as it was intended to be used because George Van Tassel was arrested in the Inland Empire and he died in police custody. So it's very unfortunate and very mysterious, but the way this was designed is that that top dome would spin and the magnetic field of the Earth would keep it moving in perpetual motion. And somehow, by looking into the top windows, you would be able to view anything that happened in the history of mankind, and or even in the future. And underneath would have been such a chamber as to make a person younger, physically younger, just by walking in and coming out. Believe it or not, this is fantastic. George Van Tassel was a genius. He was an intelligent man. He wasn't a crazy man. And I don't believe Howard Hughes would have invested everything that was invested in building this if the idea was totally crazy. It's a shame that it wasn't used as intended. I would love to see it used as intended. We're not here with a reservation or with an appointment, so I'm going to leave. I'm sure they're pretty paranoid about people scoping them out and everything. But I just want you guys to see it. And we're going to try to schedule a sound bath, which is one of the things that the present owners do. They have sound baths inside. We're going to try to schedule a sound bath maybe next weekend. And then we can come in and see the inside of it. But that's the Integratron, okay? Designed by extraterrestrials. Given to George Van Tassel. Look up George Van Tassel on YouTube. Look up his videos. He was a very intelligent man. He says he was visited by extraterrestrials. They sucked him up into the spaceship and gave him the plans for this building. The Integratron. I believe him. And if it were to be used properly, it would actually be a fountain of youth machine.
Yes.
It would actually be a machine that we can use to make ourselves younger. But I'm buying land here, very close to here. In fact, the property that I'm going to be purchasing is on Giant Rock Road.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah. It's funny, right? It's funny. Right, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey,
if my God can create this world in 7 days, then I know he created all of the stars in the heavens, which are suns with other planets spinning around them, all of them.
George Van Tassel was arrested and died in
my God is great enough to build us and them.
Us and them.
Us and them. Look at that. That is the Integratron. Wow, I should have gone back here and gotten a better view. Oh my goodness, there's a plaque here too.
A plaque?
The Integratron. Okay, I'm gonna get out again. I'm gonna show you guys the plaque. Okay, I'm gonna keep the car running. Okay, this is a much better view out here. All right. Very beautiful. Look at that. That's the Integratron. All right, and I'm going to give you guys a view of what's inscribed on the plaque.
He was visited by aliens.
Look at that.
The aliens gave him plans to build the Integratron.
Kai, can you read this?
Well.
Read what's on this plaque.
Okay. The Integratron is the creation of George Van Tassel, and his is based on the design of Moses.
Tabernacle. The writings of Nikola Tesla and telepathic directions from extraterrestrials. The domed structure 35 feet high and 55 feet in diameter, was originally constructed of wood and fiberglass without the aid of metal fasteners. In 1947, Van Tassel began operating the Giant Rock Airport, a short distance northeast of here, and in 1953 initiated communications with extraterrestrials. He subsequently hosted 17, look at this,
17
spacecraft conventions for UFO enthusiasts. The purpose of the Integratron is the rejuvenation of the human body, similar to recharging a battery, and basic research in time travel. According to Van Tassel, the Integratron is located on an intersection of powerful geomagnetic forces that, when focused by the unique geometry of the building, will concentrate and amplify the energy required for cell rejuvenation. This energy is created by the revolution of an external ring at the shoulder of the building, generating electrostatic forces that are fed to the stator centered in the lower room. Construction began in 1957, but was incomplete at Van Tassel's death in 1978. Dedicated May 1st, 2005 by the Billy Holcomb chapter of the Ancient and Honorable Order of the Capas Vitas in cooperation with the Morongo Basin Historical Society.
Look at the size of this.
Look at this.
It's made out of wood. It's not a time machine.
That's the Integratron, people. I'm very glad that I finally have a chance to see it in person. We're separated by several layers of barbed wire, which is understandable. And I'm going to be contacting the owners and try to find out if we can schedule a sound bath, because that's what they do now. They do sound baths. Come on, man, let's go. They do sound baths inside the Integratron now because of the unique dome structure. So this was great. This is great. I hope you guys get a chance to come out to the Biomedrics Ranch here in Joshua Tree National Park when I build it over the next couple of years. And you'll be able to see these wonderful things like this in the Mojave Desert. Thanks for joining us, and we're going to head on back, right?
And one more thing. I didn't really end the video. I just paused it, but viewers, you went to the Integratron, right?
So we're going to head back, or maybe we can hang out late enough so that a UFO can land, and I can introduce Kai to some aliens. Kai, you want to meet some aliens?
No.
You don't want to meet space aliens?
I'm good.
He's good, okay.
So, viewers, you've seen real aliens, right?
Yes, thanks for joining us, guys.